Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Johnson, the man in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cards need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Another run here with Benson. down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 3rd down and 1. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the... Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Herbert off of play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Isaiah likely the target that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Look at this Arizona defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Benson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Well, look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 21-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 21.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A give running left, McAllister. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Herbert. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second and 9. They'll go again with Benson. Oh, what a move. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
In motion right here comes Johnson. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on, set.
In motion right goes Johnson. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On first down, it's Benson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, Benson running right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Herbert. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. This one complete to Smallwood. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hey, Kappa.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Set. Ready.
Herbert now. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard. This one complete to Smallwood. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Baylor tight.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 10.
Set. Hey, Ray. Baylor Tiger. Baylor, really?
Back to throw. Herbert. Screen play to McAllister. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
Cardinals 35, Chargers 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weaver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
A give. Here comes Benson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 8. A give left side for Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A handoff to McAllister. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now 3rd down and very long. Looking to throw. Herbert. It's complete. He finds Falk here. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On the give, it's Benson. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He finds his man Johnson. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Mixon. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
70 range. Set go.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now this one finds McConkey. So 8 yards on the completion there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Hey, Opie. Baylor tight. Hey, go Lion. Go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 6 yards away. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ready? Bronco switch.
A handoff here to Benson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Go.
This is Benson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Mixon. This is caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
5-9. 21. Go. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Arizona, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for